Joe Rogan speaks on Jon Jones vs. Ciryl Gane. Jon Jones' comeback to the UFC has been long awaited, and I'm excited to say that it has finally come. Jon Jones has been scheduled to step into the UFC octagon again after years of being absent, and he is being put up against one of the toughest heavyweights in the division, the man himself, Ciryl Gane. Ciryl Gane is obviously aware that he's going to be stepping into the octagon with a UFC legend that's planning on having a legendary debut return. But that doesn't worry him one bit. These guys are both complete savages, and I must say that this will most definitely be one of the most admirable matches we get to receive this year. Although there will be much more great matches, I know that this one is going to be very special just based off the things that Joe Rogan was saying about it during a recent podcast with the man himself, Jon Jones. Joe Rogan and Jon Jones recently got together to discuss Jon Jones' comeback to the UFC and what's been going on in the last few years of his life. For those of you that don't know, Jon Jones' story is actually very interesting, and there's surprisingly a lot that the public doesn't know about. That is until Jon Jones personally touched on it during his most recent podcast with Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan obviously has a secret talent of getting the truth and soft sides out of people, and let's just say he really worked that magic during this podcast with legendary Jon Jones. All I know is Jon Jones is back, and watching him sit with Joe Rogan has brought back some nostalgic memories. I'm super excited to see what this leads to, and there's a lot to get into today. Be sure to stick around and watch this video until the very end as we get into things one detail at a time. Trust me when I say you won't want to miss a thing. Thanks for stopping by today and visiting us at Warrior Report. We post daily UFC updates and news that you really should know about if you're a fan. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, leave a like, and comment keyword Jon Jones to enter a chance at winning our brand new iPhone giveaway. One lucky viewer is picked at the end of each month. Now, let's jump into this video and take a closer look at Joe Rogan speaks on Jon Jones vs. Ciryl Gane. Joe Rogan has been looking forward to Jon Jones' comeback to the UFC for a very long time now, and it has finally arrived. As soon as Joe Rogan heard that Jon Jones was returning to the UFC, he knew that he had to give him the respect and have him on the podcast. Jon Jones has been on the podcast before, but it must have been over 5 years ago since Joe Rogan and Jon Jones actually sat down and had a conversation. Joe Rogan always respected Jon Jones, even after receiving all the negative backlash. Jon Jones is a martial arts legend, and Joe Rogan has nothing but respect for him and his talent. It's actually said by many that Jon Jones is one of the best to ever be a part of the UFC. And not to mention, it's actually said by Dana White himself that he is the best of all time. Jon Jones is a different level fighter, and a lot of people actually think Ciryl Gane should be an easy match for him. Most people wanted to see Jon Jones against the current best heavyweight, Francis Ngannou. But Francis Ngannou's UFC contract recently ended, and he doesn't seem to be interested in fighting for the UFC anymore. Dana White recently released some information saying he and his team have tried to negotiate many deals with Francis Ngannou, and have given him offers that would make him the highest paid UFC fighter of all time. But Ngannou still isn't interested. It's odd to most people, and I can see Dana starting to use the tactic of making Francis Ngannou seem like he's scared to go up against Jon Jones. Obviously, this would be the most interesting match Jon Jones could be offered, but there's no need to rush it, I guess. Jon Jones literally just signed an 8-fight contract, so we should be seeing a lot from him during the next couple years. Jon Jones is planning on taking over the division and meeting up with the champion title belt again. It's been a long time since Jon Jones got to carry that belt, and after years of cleaning up his act and preparing for a legendary return, it is finally here. Jon Jones is back in the UFC, and I'm super excited to be able to witness this legendary moment. There will be a lot more Jon Jones news in the future, and the Warrior Report team will be doing all we can to keep you up to date with the latest news. For more videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We post daily UFC updates and news that you really should know about if you're a fan. If you haven't already, don't forget to leave a like and comment keyword Jon Jones to enter a chance at winning our brand new iPhone giveaway. One lucky viewer is picked at the end of each month. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time at Warrior Report.